That's a good boy.
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte. This is the Trauma Informed Teacher, and I am on a weight loss journey. I thought I would talk to you a little bit about how it's been going the very first week. I have not taken my weight since I started last week. That will come on Tuesday, so I have a couple more days before that. So I will update you on my first week's weight loss at the next video that I talk about this. But I just wanted to kind of like tell you about the things that were going well, the things that I'm struggling with a little bit so far, and I, kind of like take note of the things that I'm gonna have to like work on that could be challenges. So this week, I did not walk every day, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I did get outside in the fresh air, and I did like walk around my yard a little bit. We had some like bad weather days, and also like I just think I was having difficulty fitting it in my schedule this week. So I maybe need to look at trying to get up early in the morning to do that, and then it'll be done for the day. And I'm not a morning person, but if I start walking, it might motivate me, and I can always get myself like up and get out into the garden, and that makes me happy. So perhaps I can make like a routine of getting up in the morning and going to check my garden, and then going for a little walk, and then coming back and being done. Also, I was kind of thinking that I might involve my students in like walking with me at recess, because I can walk around out here in a circle while the kids are doing recess. We have like a large area, and I know at least one other teacher who does that, not on our recess, but another recess, a different grade level. So I think I might adopt that as like a new lifestyle habit, to just go for a walk every day during my recess time. And I could still do my duty while I'm doing that walk, and I'm actually like more mobile that way, as far as seeing what the kids are up to, a little bit more of a presence in and amongst their play. So especially this time of year, because the kids start to get like more and more just on each other's nerves, and so outside at recess is like one of those places where that typically manifests, because they have to do turn taking and sharing and things like that. So it would not be a bad idea all the way around. Eating wise, I feel like overall I did really well. I remember like the first day that we came home, we are in such a habit of like, if we're in a hurry or if we're tired, just running through a drive-thru and picking up something, and inevitably I end up with a Coke then in my hand. And that happened to me like one day this week, and then I realized I should not be drinking this right now. I said I wasn't going to drink it, and then after that I didn't have any more. Although I'm finding that sometimes one of the challenges is just having the right things that are a replacement like available to me at the right times. So I want to go stock up on my seltzers and make sure I have plenty in the fridge at school, plenty in the fridge at home, and that I will not run out and it won't be an issue. And then next weekend, when we start packing to get ready to go on our vacation for Maryland for spring break, I want to make sure that I have things with me, like healthy snacks and like good drinks and stuff. But I will say that today we went to Wendy's for lunch, because I just had a lot of different little things that I wanted to do, and I didn't want to be busy like cooking right when I got home. So we went through Wendy's, and I got the taco salad, and it was just the right size. There were a few like chip crumbles that went on the top, but I don't mind that. I think that's okay, like especially for a lunch. It wasn't a large amount, and the chili is good. It's actually pretty healthy for you. If you look at the nutritional facts on the chili that they serve, it's not bad. And it has the good high protein with the beans and the meat and everything in it that I need. So that was actually a really good option for me. I did not look at the dressing. I probably ought to look closer at the dressing. But for today, I felt like that was a healthy swap. Didn't get a burger. I didn't eat any fries. I didn't have any ice cream, although I wanted it. I was very tempted to get ice cream today, but no. Anyway, I did allow myself to get a lemonade today, which I know is more calories, but it's not something that I do all the time, and I felt like overall it was good, and I feel good after having eaten that lunch. So I feel like my body is pretty good at telling me like when what I've eaten is okay and when it's not. Just the fibromyalgia gives me like a really kind of like a fine-tuned sense of, yes, I should have eaten that meal, or no, I should not have. And sometimes before I'm even done eating, I will be like, that was a bad idea. But I don't feel like that today. So anyway, we are sitting out here enjoying the beautiful sunshine, and Baxter is running around. This is like his favorite place to run around and get his exercise since we have moved from the other house, and it's free. So it's like our very own dog park. There has been like once or twice when we came here, and there was someone else here playing basketball, and they had their little dog, and it was fine. It worked out fine. But he really loves running around, and he doesn't seem to like do anything crazy that worries me or anything. So, and everything around here is completely fenced in. I don't have to worry about him like slipping through anywhere, so I can just chill out and let him do that. I'm gonna go inside in a few minutes and get myself organized for the school week, and then we'll do a few errands, and we'll come home, and I want to do some meal prep for this week. But I think that's it, like getting a schedule that allows me to do my exercise, having the right like things available. And then, I mean, I think I did really well on all of my meals at school this week, and even my dinners. One night I didn't really feel much like cooking or doing anything. I was super tired, and so I snacked for my dinner, but I didn't overdo it, and I didn't eat anything that I shouldn't have because I had all good things in the house. And I also noticed that like when I was having cravings, when I was having sweet cravings, the dates really helped, which was something that I did when I did Whole30. The last time I lost a good amount of weight, I did the Whole30 plan, and that jump started my weight loss. And I used dates anytime I was having like a craving, and dates are like awesome because not only do they have that really sweet flavor, they also have like a kind of a good like chewy texture to where it gives you some like satisfaction in chewing them. And then they can be a little bit creamy, and also they have so much fiber, so they're very filling. So you know, after you eat those, you're not necessarily like wanting to eat anything else. So that was a good thing to have in the house. And I did something else. Oh, pickles. When I wanted to have potato chips one day, I ate pickles instead, and that took care of it. So I was really actually very proud of myself for the way that I ate this week. So I'm hoping to see like a couple of pounds difference. And usually in the very beginning, especially like when you're eliminating things like soda, which, you know, I did do that, except for that one time that I messed up, but I didn't drink like the whole thing. Overall, I completely eliminated that this week. So I expect to see some weight loss this first week. And then my goal is to like on other weeks, like try to lose as much as I can, because sometimes I tend to like, you're not going to lose like exactly 2 pounds every week. Some weeks you'll lose more, and some weeks you'll lose nothing. And so I'm just trying to like maximize my weight loss on the weeks that I am losing. And then, yeah, the weeks that I don't lose, like try to do something different the next week to help myself out. So anyway, getting ready to go in. Gotta organize some paperwork. Gotta pull this boy off of his adventures. He's chasing after a bird right now. He's so cute. I'm getting really excited because we only have 4 more days, and then we're off Friday, and Friday we're going to be spending the whole day getting ready for our kids coming to visit for Easter. They're coming on Saturday. But my daughter will be arriving in, I think, Wednesday night on an airplane from Oklahoma, and I can't wait. So I might even get to see her. I don't know when I'll get to see her the first, if I would be able to go visit her on Thursday after work or anything. But yeah, it's going to be a fun week. And I have some fun things planned in our class this week, so I'm looking forward to that also. I want to have a good time with my students and enjoy the last few days before break, because when we get back, like, we don't have very much time, and then it's the end of the year. So that's the one thing about having a late spring break. Like, you get done, you get back, and then it's like boom, testing, and then goodbye. You know what's up, don't you? You know what's up. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Come here. Let's get in Mommy's classroom. Let's get in Mommy's classroom. Get some water. All right. Here you go. Well, guys, I did it again. I slept in and I don't have enough time to do a walk this morning, so I think I'm just starting to realize that that is an unrealistic goal for me. I'm an evening person, so my walks need to be at lunch, recess time, and like after dinner, because that's when I'm awake. Okay, so yesterday I took a walk during recess and it really bothered the arthritis in my knee. And so today I have an ice pack. It's gonna be like this for a little while until I drop some more weight, because this is one of the reasons why I don't exercise as much, because it literally hurts when I do. Things swell. I had ice last night. It's just the reality. And it's a hereditary thing. So it's just something I have to be aware of, to battle, and the more weight that I lose, then the less and less it's gonna bother me and the more I'll be able to do. But it's one of the challenges that I'm battling and trying to maintain my ideal weight. Is just hurts. It hurts to exercise. It's not fun. So anyway, we have NC check-ins today, which is like our state benchmark assessment. It's our last one, and I'm very hopeful because my kids have been doing super well the last few weeks, and I really hope they just like blow it out of the water so that they have a lot of confidence going into the EOG at the end of the year, which is like, about a month of school away. So anyway, I'm hopeful, but I'm gonna get a lot of walking around in today for that. So I'll check in with you after school.
How's fifth grade been?
It sucks. Fourth grade is so much better. Like, no, fourth grade is like a 10 trillion times better.
Good morning. It is Friday. Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, everyone. It is spring break, and I'm so happy because I have been looking forward to this. My family's coming. There's a lot to do today. But I just want to check in with you and give you a little quick update on my first week of weight loss. I've had some challenges this week, but overall I feel like I've done a really good job with my nutrition goals this week, and I have not had any soda since I started, so I'm really proud of myself for that. I stuck to my guns on that one, and I know that reducing my sugary drinks is going to make a huge difference. And I also was very happy with the fact that I didn't have any effects from that, like withdrawal effects like caffeine headaches or anything like that. But I think it's because I was really intentional about staying hydrated this week, and I just was constantly having seltzer and water and other, no calorie drinks that I could have. So I feel like that really benefited me. Now on to the challenges. I am experiencing a lot of challenges in getting more active. And it makes me remember why I kind of like cut back my activity. But this week I was having a lot of problems with my arthritis. I started walking at school, and Monday I walked all the way around the yard at the school, which it's a large area. I would have to check and see how many steps it is all the way around, but it takes me like maybe 10 minutes walking at just like not a super fast pace, but you know, a moderately decent pace. And I just wanted to try like just once around, and then, you know, sitting with the other teachers like I normally was doing at recess. I did that once around on Monday, and then on Tuesday I was really hurting. Like my knee that I have not had replaced was hurting really bad. I was having a lot of stiffness. When I walked, I was having like pain in the back, which indicates that I'm having some kind of swelling. So I think I'm going to have to maybe have some ice packs at school that I can use when I need to, like when I'm sitting with my small groups and things like that, that I can just kind of pop one under my knee or on top of my knee. But what happens because of where my arthritis is located is I get swelling that's like from arthritis that's on the side of my knee, and it presses and compresses the nerve and pushes out towards the back of my knee. So then I start having like pain, and my body reacts to that pain by stiffening up the muscles in the back of my knee. So then it's really difficult. Like when I stand up for my small group table, then my muscles don't want to like relax to open up for me to fully extend my leg the way that it's supposed to. So standing up and walking when I've been sitting with a small group or something is really hard. And on the other hand, like that sounds like I should be able to just like stand instead of sitting for more of my day, but that doesn't work either, because then I'm having the pressure from standing up, and I have other issues with my knees. So that is going to be a challenge. I may need some type of a knee brace or something, like or a wrap to support me when I'm having those issues. And this is something that I went through with my right knee before I had the surgery, and it really is much better now. I'm not having problems with my right knee. But the issue is I don't want to get a knee replacement until I lose more weight, because the recovery is so much harder. And also, I don't want to get a knee replacement in my left knee until I'm older, because there's a certain amount of like things that I'm not going to be able to do ever again once I get it. Like a natural knee is not the same thing as an artificial knee. And so I want to have that one, you know, natural knee left as long as I possibly can. So hence why it's really important for me to work on my weight goals, because that will improve the pressure that's being placed on the arthritis, which there's really nothing that I did to create the arthritis. It's just a product of like her genes. It's something that my grandmother struggled with really bad. And I tend to seem to have like a lot of her build and characteristics and some of the issues that she had as she aged. I think that's where a lot of my genetics came from. But my left knee is the one that I can still like kneel on when I'm doing any kind of housework, like floor work or, you know, putting things away or whatever. My right knee, I have not been able to like put pressure on it in that way. I can't kneel on it anymore since it's been replaced, because I feel that feeling of something that is, you know, plastic and metal inside my knee pressing up against my bone and everything. And it's very uncomfortable, and it's not really
tolerable. I haven't been able to like desensitize myself to it. I thought maybe as I got further out from the surgery, it would be something that I would be able to do, but I'm not able to do that. So I really don't want to make that choice to, you know, fully replace my knee until I'm like maybe to an age where I'm slowing down more already, like where I'm retired and, you know, I feel like it's not going to impact me as much. I don't know. It's just something I want to wait until I'm much older before I do it. So that has been my week. I went for some walks. I did not walk every day. I think it's something that because I've been more inactive, I'm going to have to like slowly increase. But I do really feel like getting back to the pool as soon as possible to take some of the pressure off is going to be really advantageous to me. And I think it will help me like when I'm trying to exercise outside of the pool. That zero gravity thing is just amazing for anyone with arthritis. If you have arthritis, you know. So yeah, I'm struggling with the activity part of my plan, but let's see how I did on my weight loss for the week. I'm going to go ahead and weigh myself and then I'll report back to you the results. I'm a little scared. Well, guys, I am happy to report that I have lost 3.5 pounds in this first like week and a couple of days. So, woohoo! We are on our way. My goal is 2 pounds a week average. So that's a good start. Very happy. And I'm going to get cleaning now because I have guests coming tomorrow. So there is so much to do, but I can't wait for the next video because it's going to be all about my time over Easter weekend and spring break. So check in next week, and wherever you're at, I hope you have a beautiful Easter weekend with your family. Don't forget to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. See you next time.